Hi, my name is Ville. I'm the developer of Kihapp, and this is a preview of the newest scoreboard in Kihapp, which is called Flag Decision. And we're going to start here at a patterns category. We are at the operator side of the scoreboard. And the newest scoreboard here is called Flag Decision. So you can change to it from the options menu by selecting Change Scoreboard and selecting Flag Decision. And as said, this is a preview. So this scoreboard is entirely new. Nobody has used it in a tournament yet. So feedback and comments are especially valuable at this stage as I'm still finalizing and polishing this. And the idea here is that we are in, it's usually a forms or a kata or a patterns category where we're doing judging by vote. So we have 3 or 5 judges most of the time, and each judge gets one vote, and traditionally that's shown with a flag. And the idea here is that to make that digital. Give each judge a pad where they can register their vote, and this way this will get shown correctly on the audience screen and any live streams that we're doing. And yeah, most of the time it makes sense to stick to flags, but there can be some cases where this saves time and reduces operator errors. What I mean by that is if the actual vote was 3-2, but then the operator accidentally records 3-1 or something, and then that has an effect on something like tiebreakers later. This can be a way to speed that up and also reduce errors. And what we're seeing here is we have red on the left and blue on the right. And then for each competitor, we have their vote count. So that's their final score, how many judges voted for them. And then at the bottom, we have the judges. And we're starting with 5. If we were doing only 3, we might do something like this. We would deactivate from here. And this is what the operator side looks like. Let's open up the audience mode. So same information here, total score. Blue is on the left on the audience side, and red is on the right. And then each judge has a device. We'll open up the view for Judge 3 here. And you have just 2 choices here. You can vote for red or vote for blue. And that's it really. We can let's do something for Judge 3. We'll vote for red. The pad turns red, and we have the option to cancel if there's a mistake, meaning it was pressed by accident. That can always happen. And now that we're voting for red from Judge 3, on the operator side, that shows up in real time. And the red competitor has 1 vote. However, on the audience side, nothing has changed because voting isn't done yet. So as long as everybody else hasn't gone, this vote doesn't count yet. Votes count when everybody has voted, so we still have the option to cancel from here. And I mean, usually the procedure is that both competitors perform, and then at the end, at the same time, without knowing about each other, the judges vote. And the patterns or forms can be performed one at a time or simultaneously. But I've seen both done successfully. And now let's simulate the voting. So let's pretend that we're all done, and we'll simulate votes. And what ended up happening was that blue got 3 and red got 2, so blue was the winner. And now that we have 5 votes in, the pad for Judge 3 no longer offers the cancel option, and the audience side shows the 3 for blue and 2 for red. And now the only thing left to do is to declare the winner. So if we were to try and declare for red, the system would have us double confirm it because they have fewer points. This is still possible for cases where like something weird happens, blue gets disqualified for something or something else. So you might still need to declare for red, but the default is to declare for blue. And that's what happens here. Now, as said, this is a preview, and not all that I'm thinking about has been decided or implemented. One thing we can't do here is to input manually, and I think that's something that this probably should support, meaning that the judges don't actually have devices, and the operator will from here select red, red, blue, blue, red. For cases where we still might want to remember who voted what, as opposed to just recording the numbers. That's still, I'm not totally sure about that yet, but I think it's probable that at some point that'll be supported. The other thing is that we can't, right now, we can't vote for a tie. Some rule sets allow this if the competitors are in fact equal, and I guess if both competitors fail their pattern in some way or something like this, this makes perfect sense. And then in some rule sets, it's not allowed to vote for a tie, and you're just supposed to, even if they're very close, you're supposed to pick one or the other. That I'm still not sure about whether that should be supported here. And by default, we don't support it because by default, I think we shouldn't encourage that. We should encourage decisiveness in part of the judges. So I think this isn't such an easy choice here. Yeah, and that's all we have. As said, please leave a comment, send me a message if you think you might be able to use this, if you have ideas or suggestions as to where I should be taking this. Now is a really good time since this is not final yet. And thanks for watching, and thanks for using Kihapp.